Salute. Gorgeous. Emi lo lati mo mohoye. The day lafia. Divine rises and rotations. Beloved army, beloved army. Life is a beautiful experience. The situations that we end up in, the relationships that we end up in, the relationships that we end up out of, friendships, complementary-ships, family ships, faux ships even. Because it's so often the people that we originally initially begin not trusting, not dealing with, not loving, not supporting. When it's all said and done, we begin to trust, we begin to love, we begin to support. Um, and as well, many of the people we start out trusting, loving, supporting, when it's all said and done, we end up finding ourselves not supporting some of them, not loving some of them, not trusting some of them. And sometimes it's not the love, the support, and the trust, all three at one time. Sometimes it's really, we just lose trust, or we have trust, but we lose a little bit of the love. But we trust enough to know that the person is the person and who they are and what to expect from who they are, as we should know and trust what to expect from ourselves. But understand that we are in the situations that we are in the families that we are in the communities that we are in, the friendships, the camaraderie that we are in, because we want to be there. If you find yourself in any of these things and you don't want to be there, then you shouldn't be there, because you'll corrupt them and they'll corrupt you. You'll destroy them and they'll destroy you. And no relationship should be like that. True relationships should be about building each other, leveling each other up, lifting each other up, praising each other, worshiping each other. We be so eager to worship things that we have no understanding of, we have no sight of, we have no feeling of. But we look at each other like we're crazy when we say worship each other, praise each other, honor each other, respect each other, encourage each other. Not for 1 minute, just someone close to you go without you telling them they could be more. But understanding that it comes in their due time and not yours. So even though you're telling them consistently, you're inspiring them consistently, you're motivating them consistently to become more, you're patient with their process. You love them for exactly who they are when they are who they are. And you love who they will become. You love who they once were as well. But if you find them stagnant, you tell them start moving. And then you explain to them the science of what happens when things become stagnant. And that's why you're telling them to start moving. Because there's no life in stagnation. There's no life in stillness. The evidence of life is activity. So we must be active in each other's lives. We must have active communication, active love, active respect, active trust. We live in a world that has become so built with philosophy and religious jargon that we have become a people that have failed to implement consistently, loyally, with discipline, those philosophies, those understandings, those wisdom, those concepts. We talk so great a game, but we live in the wells of hypocrisy. We live in the whales of hypocrisy. And we have become comfortable living in the whales of hypocrisy with divine philosophy to the point of arrogance, to the point of conceit. Let us become the active example of what we speak, the active example of what we think. And let us never veer from that. If we say we love each other, let us never veer from that. If we say we trust each other, let us never veer from that. And for those who are being trusted, never veer from doing the things that you have done to gain the trust. And understand that honesty, truth, should be the only thing to gain your trust. Truth in word, truth in thought, truth in deed. Stay focused, stay positive, stay around focused and positive people. Never lose who you are once you know who you are, and never sacrifice who you are for nothing and nobody. Don't just wake up. Get out of the bed and stay out of the bed and assist others in rising from that slumber. Alafia farano womo ni fe rela ni de wope aka sima kayo yon kopon na ka kayo yon frama. Muntu inga bantu laila ni waju koriseke. Fieten. Ia soto eto fraka wajibu. Nakupe na usifi we. Nakupe na usifi we. Nakupe na usifi we. Salute. Peace and motivation. Wholeness and motivation. Have an illuminating day. I love y'all. Immortal.